Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's Snapshot. This week we have 20w03a. Now this is a pretty big snapshot, I'm going to have to say. I would just like to also take a moment to say if you like this series and want to see it keep going, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, I am so sorry, I'm a bit under the weather today and have been this week, so my voice seems a little bit off. It is because I am very much congested. So let's get right into this week's snapshot. The first thing I'd like to cover, though, before we get into all the meat and potatoes over there, is this is our house build, and it's going along pretty nicely. We finally got the roof on it, and I'm thinking once we move our stuff over and do some interior decorating, that it'll be ready to live in probably next week, so stay tuned. We are finally moving out of the tent and into a real house. Now, it seems like someone new has moved in, and it's been a couple weeks since we've done one of these snapshot videos, and we see as we have some new visitors here. And look who it is! Come over here. Hello! Welcome to town, Osman. So guys, this is Osman. He's our new blacksmith in town. So of course we have the little mage area over there and our area, but you know, we're getting more people here. So this is Osman. He's our blacksmith, and he's gonna help us today because this is what the new snapshot is all about. The new snapshot is adding a whole new feature to the Minecraft game. And this feature is going to be trims. So, I know this is confusing for a lot of you, but these are trims for Minecraft. So what these are going to be, basically, and you see I have all this stuff in my inventory for today's episode, that now, the smithing table has gotten a rework. So this is the new smithing table, and we'll play with this in a little bit. But how it works is all armor pieces now can get trims. Now these trims, yes, they're craftable, but you need to find them in the world first. So all these different trims have different places within Minecraft where you can find them to kind of customize your armor a little bit. Now, I will say these are purely cosmetic except for a single one. And other than that, there is no real functionality other than looks to them. So they're really just to show off to all your friends. So let me explain to you the first and major change to how the smithing table works, and then we'll get into where to find all of these and how to craft them all. And we'll craft them all here on camera. So the first one that really is the big one is going to be the Netherite upgrade. So instead of just pumping in your armor and your Netherite ingot, you're now going to need this trim. So you put one in, you put the thing in, and then you are able to put a Netherite piece, and that is how you get the Netherite helmet. These upgrades, as you saw, get used when you use them. They're not like banner templates and whatnot. So they get used, and they are only going to be found in Bastion Remnant chests. And there's a guarantee of 2 in every treasure room in the Bastion Remnants. So I will tell you why they did this and then give you my thoughts on it. But why they say they did it is because they want to utilize diamond a lot more before getting netherite. They think netherite is too easy to get once you already have diamonds. And they want to make the netherite equipment a more significant achievement within the game's progression. Then finally, adapt netherite to a more natural new smithing table crafting thing. So that's why they want to do it. I honestly am very much against it. I don't think that this is a good change to how netherite armor is. I definitely think that if you are going to upgrade like this, I think netherite armor needs to be better. I think it needs to be better. I think that for this to be justified, netherite armor needs to not just be a toughness resistance, but actually more armor in general. But once you get one of these, you can infinitely craft them as long as you have this pattern right here. It is going to be 7 diamonds, the upgrade, and a netherrack in the middle to make this. And of course, it just makes netherite armor. Now, let's get into some of the good trimmings. And I'm going to be using diamond armor for all of these, but you could put these trimmings on any armor, except you can't put like a gold trim on a gold armor because it wouldn't really show up. So I'll get to that in a minute because you can also color the trims differently. So the first big one we got here is going to be the Sentry Armor Trim. And the Sentry Armor Trim is going to be found in Pillager Outposts. This is one of the more common ones. And as you can see here, oh, that's the wrong thing. Not infested cobblestone, normal cobblestone. My bad, I put that there on accident. But you craft it just like that, with normal cobblestone. So, if you want to see what the trim looks like, I will show this trim off in gold. So, there it is. Each of the pieces can be changed color by the ingredient on the end. You can make it purple, you can make it white, but they're all with crystals and whatnot. So we will use gold for this one. So of course this is all wearable, but we'll be putting it on the armor stands. So this is what the Sentry Armor looks like. I kind of like it. It's very nice. It's very unique. And let's jump on to the next one. So this is going to be the Dune Armor Trim. And this is going to be found in desert pyramids all across the world. And let's use iron for this one. So this is the Desert Dune, the Dune Trim. You can also see the backs here too. I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot. It has the they're gonna be very unique from each other, and I like that. Again, this is the crafting recipe. They all follow this typical pattern. Now on to the Coast Armor Trim, and these are gonna be primarily found in shipwrecks. And we're gonna be giving these a copper trim. So they're all around the same level of like detail. They just add a little tiny bit, which I quite enjoy. So that is the Coast Armor Trim. Next, we have the Wild Armor Trim, and this will be found in jungle temples. Let's give this one a quartz trim. And there is that one. Quite enjoyable. Again, I think these will need to be worked on a little bit to make them stand out versus others, but so far I like it. And of course, these are not going to be the most, you know, cute combos that we can ever make. The next one is the Ward Armor Trim, and these are going to be found in the ancient cities. And that is the Ward set with the amethyst color, which I actually really love this amethyst color. Look, you have a little, like, warden face in the armor. Not too much on the back so far is what I'm seeing, but I really do like this design right here. Next, we have the eye trim, and these are going to be found in the strongholds. And there is the eye trim. Very cool. I like it a lot with the, like, eye in the middle of the armor. Next, we're going to have the Vex armor trim, and these are going to be found in the woodland mansions. Very cool. Makes you look like a evoker. Look at that. Makes you look like, you know, you're part of there. The big eyebrows, the down. Definitely a very evil looking one. And I use netherite for it. And yes, you heard that right. You can use netherite in them. But this is, again, the crafting recipe. Then we have the Tide armor trim, which these are going to be in the ocean monuments. Now, you can't put diamond on diamond gear. So I'm going to use iron for this one and show you that you can even put diamonds on these. And this also, to reiterate, works on all armor types that you can get in the game. So this is the Tide armor trim. Next, we have the Snout armor trim, and this will be found in the Bastion Remnants along with the Netherite upgrade one. There is what that looks like. Very cool. Very, very sleek. And then we have the Rib armor, which these will be found in the Nether fortresses. And there is the Rib armor, very Wither skeleton-esque. I like it a lot. I used emerald for that. Not the color I think I would use in the future, but that is the color. And the last, we have the Spire armor, and this is going to be found in End cities. And that is the final Spire armor set. So, just look for a quick rundown. These are all the different trims you can get on armor. As you can see, there's many different patterns. They're very unique. And I bet some of them will change over time, of course. I think there's a lot of cool things you can do with this, especially with, like, just that little extra customization. I think it's a really good, like, use of this and a really good way to show off some of your achievements in the game. Like, of course, like, you know, maybe there should even be some boss-specific ones that bosses drop these patterns as well. But you know what? Down in the comments, let me know your thoughts about these. And let me know what you would change with them or what you would give, like, special rewards for players. So now, jumping over to the Minecraft.net, here we have the full post about this snapshot here. As you can see, this is just going over what I just talked about right here, but we have some other changes that are technical that I'm not really sure what a lot of them mean, but I'm sure you guys will still like hearing about them anyways. So of course, they've added in a lot of new Atlas configurations with the palettes, the trim pattern, smithing transform, smithing trim. And the old menu without smithing template slot has been renamed to Legacy Smithing. And they plan to remove that when armor trim becomes a full feature. I will also give you a moment right here to pause and read through all of this. This is just going through how they made the changes and what really is changed to the game. So I will scroll through here. If you want to read anything, there is, the code right here as well. And then there is also some bug fixes that I always like to go over. The blast protection does not reduce explosion knockback except at very high levels has been fixed. The narrator not available isn't grayed out on accessibility splash. All goat horns displays as ponder goat horns and play the ponder instrument. That would be a funny one to see. And that you cannot select incompatible resource packs within the resource pack menu via keyboard navigation has been also fixed. But before I send you guys on your way, I'd like to cover a little bit of 23w04a because I completely just missed this snapshot last week. Mainly because I wasn't feeling well, and also it was a 1.19.4 snapshot, not a 1.20 snapshot, and there wasn't a lot, but I will go over some of the major changes. Vexes have a separate charging animation when they're empty-handed, and armor stands now preserve custom names when placed and broken. This is directly for the change that we got this week. A bunch of accessibility changes, including the most important one, which is auto jump is now off by default. Everyone has been asking this for so long. Every time I change versions, we have to reinstall Minecraft, do anything, I always have to turn auto jump off, and now it is just off by default. A very simple thing that helps a majority of the people just, go through that thing, and it still can be turned on. It's not like anyone who needs the accessibility of auto jump on can't just easily go and turn that on. There is also some technical changes that I don't really understand too much, so if you want to read through these, you can pause it here, but I will, of course, scroll through for you guys. Different tags and commands. I believe the clone command I saw was a very big deal because you can now clone direct, blocks from one area to another, but I'm not exactly sure how that works. There's the execute command. A bunch of stuff got changed in this. That kind of why I didn't cover it, because I'm not too big on knowing all that stuff. And of course, we have all the bug fixes where there's a lot, I already read through it, of just boring stuff. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you like this kind of content and want to see more, please hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know also down in the comments what you think about all these, new armor changes and especially the Netherite change, because I'm not sure I really like that either. And again, we will see you next week with some more updates to the Snapshot Valley, and maybe we'll go back into the library, but that was really scary last time and I didn't like it. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace out, gamers.